So I created this scarf, which is called Maryann, which is where we get the word graveyard from. It's of Norse descent. And it was inspired by a book by Neil Gaiman called The Graveyard Book, in which a little boy lives in a graveyard. And I was intrigued by the idea of living in what we would normally think of as somewhere a little bit spooky, a little bit unsafe. And from that, this scarf came. So after the readings, I invite you all to come and have a little look and touch it. But all the way around it is a railing motif. That idea of being in an enclosed space and safe at the same time, but also a little restrictive. And the patterns are based on things that I found within the graveyard. So iron work and hinges on doors, and the idea of the graves in a uniform pattern, but also sort of crumbling and decaying. And Maryann has written some pieces in response to that.
I was very impressed with the quality of the work and the intricacy of the stitching, something I could never have achieved. But my graveyard is not Kate's graveyard. My graveyard is in North Wales, which is in quite a state of decay. And also, unlike Kate's graveyard, it is not a very safe place. My first poem is called The Grey Scarf, a Rondelle. This graveyard, grey as a slate, tumbles with tombstones at night, waking in day's dying light. They know the future won't wait. Watchers of souls that migrate, geese shiver sky in forked flight. This graveyard, grey as a slate, tumbles with tombstones at night. These jaded recorders of fate howl to the moon and recite. The scarf round my neck winds tight. Alas, I have left it too late. This graveyard, grey as a slate, tumbles with tombstones at night. And my second poem, also called Grey Scarf, is a compliment to the knitting. Hand knitting tirelessly to perfection with love, a graveyard on needles, this was the inspiration for her scarf. Busy fingers, looping, purling, moss-stitching the periphery walls, crisscrossing the feathered drop stitches of death. And yet, see this fine creation in a designer boutique, and it becomes temptation, soft, gossamer stranded, defined by sight and touch.